Hi everyone, welcome in. I'm back on Farm Sim today. Currently waiting for the game to load up. But yeah, we're playing, keep saying, wanting to say PV, Uncharted Valley. And I'm basically just doing some planting at the moment and creating new fields. But I'll show you, and some factory maintenance as it were. I'll show you in a second. Been using a little gizmo to get through trees a lot quicker, where I don't need individual logs. Basically, this guy, the Big Daddy Brooks. So I got through this, and this, and a fair bit of this in a few hours. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, we're just going to continue cutting down some trees. Oh yeah, got a roller going here on this field, which I've just planted oats here. After realising the yield because of the soil here is not the best, but that's okay. And I've also got, I'm going to show you over here, a new auger wagon for a lime, which is a Billy Alpaca edit of an in-game auger wagon. So I'm using that as well. And I'm going to park this tractor. Sorry, I'm going to take this tractor and attach it back to the seeder, the ginormous seeder I now have. And then once I've done that, I think I'm going to go back to cutting down some trees. Admittedly, because I'm not in January, it could benefit me to store the wood chips somewhere. And then wait till next January to sell them. It's just quite a high amount that need storing, but potentially have a way I can do it. Because yeah, we're only getting around, I say only getting around £700,000 per 4 million litres, versus about double that in the peak in January, so there probably is a benefit to storing it. And we do have other productions kind of going now, mainly the bread factory, the bakery, which will, again, when we sell that, produce a decent amount of money after a whole year's production. So yeah, just going to attach this here to this ginormous seeder, which we'll use again next month. But we planted what we needed to for March, and I'm now gonna just check actually that, because I had a field I was putting lime down on that had only a little bit left, so it needs a few more 1,000 litres to do this bit, but the factory hasn't produced that much yet. Oh yeah, and I got this tool here which basically sprays stone into this trailer. That means that I have to use a very slow conveyor system and keep adjusting it. So yeah. Anyway, we'll go back to cutting some trees down here. Yeah, I'll show you when I got a full load here, which is I think it's 1 million in the trailer and 3 million in this contraption that we're using to cut the trees down. I'll show you where I'm gonna store it once I've got a full load, which probably won't take very long. Yeah, and I should probably check, while I think about it, that the bot's working on YouTube. Cool. Okay. Back to it then. I think the idea here was just to have one field and then another field next to it. And as I'm able to buy more of the map, my thought changes from, well, I need to have a field per bit of land or that kind of thing, to I just need a field that's big enough that I can plant one crop on it, and that crop is covered for the year, and so on and so forth, which I don't quite have yet, but hopefully soon I will. Yeah, and hopefully you enjoyed the start screen. It's got some new pictures in it from me playing OMSI the past couple of days since my last live stream, and some stuff from the last live stream as well. I've considered swapping the trailer I've got on the back of this as well, because what I've got now is just a forage wagon, so I'm not quite using it for its intended sort of purpose, but I don't know, it works and it looks kind of cool, so it's more just of a changing things up than anything. Oh yeah, at some point I gotta use the machine to get rid of the rocks, the little skid steer, and before I can effectively plough up the ground, but because otherwise it'd be a bit interesting having rocks in the middle of the field. If you look at that already, there's been so many eggs produced at the chicken coop that they don't have space to spawn no more, so let's cut down a few more trees and I'll deal with that. Oh yeah, Streamlabs OBS had an update just before I went live, and I thought, take a risk, let's see how it handles the update. And it said it worked, and I opened it. There's a couple of small changes, but touch wood, pat head, all that. It does seem to be okay. So yeah, I think the update went through okay and didn't actually break anything. It's just usually more comfortable to do an update while you've got a bit of time to sort out any potential issues versus a quick rush to sort them out, as it were. But yeah. Right, what I was gonna do a little while back, but didn't get around to. No, trying to remember, where did I leave that vehicle? Oh yeah, it's over here. Pick up the eggs with this guy. Maybe we can check once I've done this, because I've got the... Can't remember what mod it is, but... Oh, time saving stock check mod. And that'll show me how much bread we've managed to produce in just, well, a couple of months since that was all emptied and sold for the peak price. Oh hey Viking, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Good to see you here. So I've got the clothes coming up in May to sell. I was just trying to work out. Oh, there you go. There's one of them. 23,000, so it's not bad. I think I'm producing another 23 and 22. Yeah, I think I've got 3 bread lines open currently, but hopefully we'll be able to expand that next harvest when I've got some additional products harvested. Yes I am on Uncharted Valley 4X, my current favourite map for 25, at least until, you know, there becomes a 16x version. Then I'll probably be spending most of my time on that. But that might be a while. In the meantime, still got plenty I've still got plenty to do on this map. Yeah. Words, they're very, very hard sometimes. Anyway, can't speak. Go back to cutting down some more trees, and then I'm going to work out what I'm going to do with these wood chips, storing them more likely, or selling them if I feel like it, but I think I'd rather store them and wait till the price goes back up. And as I said at the start of the stream, having those additional product lines running, I'm less concerned that it's the only income that I've got, I guess. But it's got me a decent amount of money so far, enough to buy new fields anyway. Yeah, no, I get that. I also got a little bit tired of cutting down trees with the Scorpion King, so I've been using the brucks for a period of time. But yeah, I feel like if I went to another map, I got to take my equipment with me, as it were. I can't start fresh after all these hours. Oh yeah, it's a great tool, and it actually works better, I think, or has worked better in 22 and 5 than it did in 19, because of the stump cutting part being built in rather than a separate piece. I think I'm not too far off finish, about halfway through the trees on this bit of land, and then the other slightly painful job of getting rid of the rocks with the skid steer, and then I can actually start ploughing the land. Although I might cut the grass first, potentially. Although I've got a fair bit of silage and such already, so maybe not all of it. I don't know. Oh yeah, I think I did use the telehandler once before with the Brooks. Brooks. Jesus, can't speak. Yeah, it's also kind of cool having it on the front of a tractor. I did try using it for an experiment with one of the new Mercedes Unimogs, part of the Mercedes DLC. But I just found that to be a bit like, it didn't feel, the Mercedes with that on the front didn't feel very responsive for going like back and forth like this. So I got a bit like, okay, I'll just go back to using the JCB. And plus, JCB fan, so yeah, it didn't take much temptation to go back to one of these. I mean, funny enough, I live relatively near to where JCBs are made, and I've been to the factory, or on a factory tour once in my life, probably about 20 years ago now, but so I was quite young at the time, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. I bet that factory, being that it's in America, is probably several times the size of the JCB factory, because yeah, just everything is in America, 5 times bigger than it is just anywhere else. Because why not? But yeah, no, like the scale of walking somewhere like that, I think you do need a little a little golf cart thing to get around in a reasonable period of time. Oh yeah, I didn't realise I'd hit the 4 million on the limit. I'd have to go back on in the stream to see how long ago I hit that. Yeah. So, but that's okay. We're storing these, or I'm gonna store these wood chips anyway, and so we won't sell them till next January or whenever the price peaks out. Yeah, I'd have to Google how big the JCB factory is, but it's probably nowhere near that size. But yeah, that is pretty impressive. Thinking about what I wanted to do, I can use auto drive to get this guy back to the main farm, which is where the storage is. And while it's doing that, I'm going to take a quick 2-3 minute break just to stretch and one or two other things. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, that was good timing because I am back. So let me show you how I'm gonna store these wood chips. If I learn how to start the engine. And look at that, got to empty my chicken coop again because those chickens have been busy laying all those eggs. Okay, I guess where I thought I was going to store these, I cannot. Let me see if I've got anything installed that will do that job. I mean that might do it, but looks like I got room for this, and I can always give myself the money back if it doesn't do what I need. So yeah, let's take a little gamble here. Okay, that's true. Can't do what we want. So let me sell that, and we'll fix the texture there. Just having a look on Trello, just to see if there's anything on here that could be useful. Alright, no problem, Viking. Thanks for joining anyway. And you're right, Green Thumb does have wood chip storage, so that's all good. Thank you. Okay, I just need to restart my game to put that in. So yeah, it already did a save, but quit out the game. Hopefully you're able to see while I'm doing this the pictures, the pretty pictures. But that should only take a minute to get the mod in game and enabled and placed. But mainly just getting the game back up, so pardon me, yeah, just gonna put the mod in the folder now. It does take a minute for the game to load back up. Once it's actually loading the map, actually, the game itself starts, fairly quickly, but yeah, it'll take a minute or two to get the game loaded up. There we go. There we are. Quite cheap. I mean, I could have increased the thing, but the price, but yeah, if it was much cheaper, I probably would have done, but that's okay. Cool. I think we'll place a couple, these 2 or 3 maybe, just to what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, kind of the idea of more than adequate storage here, kind of thing. 30 million litres. But I mean, I do like the idea of, for more storage I need more buildings versus just there's one little building there that will store everything. But yeah, I think there's a happy balance somewhere in there. Time to pick up the latest egg production from the chicken coop. I do have the pig pen planted. I haven't bought any pigs yet because I don't think I've got all the food I need for them to have reasonable production. So, but I got the stuff placed down for when I do. Right, get back in this and drive back to the place we're clearing out the trees. Yeah, best name I could think for that. Oh yeah, I always forget I could just cut through here. But there you go. Always me going the long way around. You see 700,000 I'd get now versus 987 in January, but the price says going back up, so you don't know. If it gets to like 800 or something, might then sell it. Of course, yeah, the other thing I could use it on is one of the another JCB, what's it called? Wheel loader, that's it. Or telehandler. And then have it disperse its contents into the, what's it called? Into a truck, which would actually be kind of cool. So yeah, I might, thinking about it, because I can get to the shop fairly quickly. Well, first of all, actually, it's because I've got a Volvo wheel loader I'm not really using at the moment. Let's see if that could be used with this, because I quite like the idea of having the arm control and such. I do like these ideas I get from chat. Yeah, help keep the game fresh and that. But well, in saying that, I've also got all the, the MAN truck and the other truck I used for transporting crops around. I'm not really using at the moment, so yeah, that could be a good use for them without buying more trailers. Yeah, we'll see first if this works. This Brux works on the Volvo wheel loader. So the original purpose of that wheel loader was purely for moving stone about until I realised a better way of doing it with the blower. I'll call it. Oh, let's put the brucks down, move out the way, and see if the Volvo can handle it. Oh, it can. That's cool. So I suppose the question is, do I want to swap with a JCB? Potentially, yes. But then again, this is okay, so yeah, I'll go with that. And we'll drive this over first to the place, and then we'll park the JCB up somewhere properly and then get the other trailers over to this guy. It would be potentially faster to transport this on the back of a low loader, but that's probably okay, I think.
Billy Alpaca 78 raided my stream with 10 viewers.
Ah, thanks for the raid, Billy. Welcome in. Hope your stream went well. And yeah, welcome everyone. I'm on Uncharted Valley today, continuing just cutting down some trees to make way for new fields. And, well, I was doing a little bit of planting and rolling earlier, but I think that's actually near finished now. Yeah, there's the worker finished that a while ago. So yeah, just cutting down of some trees for now. And hey there, T Miller, welcome in. Good to see you here. Ah, cool. It's funny you mention Ark, Billy, because I actually reinstalled, well, it's the older version of Ark. Ark Survived Evolved the other day. Oh, thanks for doing those shout outs there, Billy. Yeah, I reinstalled Ark Survived Evolved the other day, and I played a few hours on it, and I enjoyed myself. It was quite fun. I mean, I'm still a pretty low level, but you know, it's still kind of cool. I'm still nowhere near taming the dinosaurs and stuff, but one step at a time. Ah, cool. I mean, I'll pretend I know what you mean by that, Billy. I guess you mean a particular map, and I think I just started on whatever map it said. This is the map you'll start on. I didn't change it or anything, but and that's cool there as well. T Miller, you're working on another factory. I'll have to admittedly get round to downloading some of your factories anyway, because I don't have very many factories on the map. But hopefully once I get more fields in place and more products down, I can start branching out to the other factories. Yes, I think I am on the island because yeah, there was a lot of beach and little mountains and such. So yeah, that's probably what it was. Well, I'm sure I'll be like, yeah, many hundreds of hours into Ark by the time I'm ready for a new map. So, yeah, it's all good. And hello, Luna Chris, there on YouTube. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm doing alright, Luna, just doing some farm sim on Uncharted Valley, and I'm currently just cutting down trees to make way for a new field I'm going to be creating. While I think about it, as I've got that bit of the operation confirmed working, I'm gonna, for OCD, park this up. Because otherwise, if I come back to it when it's parked like this in a month's time or whatever, I won't know what I was doing. So we'll park this up, and I'll get the MAN truck over there ready for when the Brox is full and it needs unloading. Well, I've got 450 odd hours in the game, Luna, and in previous versions of Farm Sim I put in roughly a couple of thousand hours in per game. So yes, it would be fair to say that I do enjoy it a fair bit. I mean, this one maybe not as much as the previous ones, only because I played those so much, but yeah, it's still fun. I can certainly recommend it for the modding aspect. There's a lot of different mods you can get to make the game how you want to play it, whatever play style kind of suits you. So I can recommend it. Let me turn around here rather than going the long way around. And of course, yeah, that's a good point there, Billy. Even though the guy on YouTube can't see that, but yeah, good point about being careful where you get mods from. I sure have, Billy. I mean, I was getting a little tired using just the Scorpion King, so I decided to switch to the Brooks and then kind of go slightly mad. So, you know, I can get it done a fair bit faster with this than the regular tree cutter. So, it was kind of like, yeah, let's get some areas clear for you know, what's it called? Planting new fields, and then maybe go back to using the slightly more legitimate way for a little bit till I get bored of that. Well, you just did, Luna. So no, you can ask a question. I just can't help laugh when people say, "Can I ask you a question?" You know. Anyway, no, you can ask. You can ask a question. I'm all good in that department, Luna. But thanks for the offer, regardless. Oh yeah, so Billy, you probably had some, like we have up here in the Midlands, had some rather nice weather for March anyway. Will do for the next couple of days till, probably rain again, but I can't complain about these temperatures you've been having. 15, 16, 17 degrees, it feels nice. Ah, right, interesting. I mean, how ironic would it be if the Midlands once again was getting much worse or much better weather than down south? But yeah, at least like today and I think tomorrow predicted, sunshine and let's say 17, 18 degrees. So oh yeah, of course, yeah. Ah yeah, yes, I think you might have talked about that before, but I forgot. But yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I suppose because I did consider once a career in landscaping and such. And I suppose again, yeah, it's great, but not when the weather's not up to snuff. So yeah. Ah, fair enough. Yes, I think that's what I remembered. You telling me about you being a chef in your first job. Which yeah, I don't think I could do. I could do that because I do okay at cooking for myself, but I think with the stress of cooking for other people, I just wouldn't do that well. Especially if your boss is like Gordon Ramsay, you know, probably going to be very difficult to focus on stuff being constantly shouted at and all this. Those little stumps are the ones that get me, or seem to anyway, because they're the hardest to cut down. So I think beyond a certain line, roughly there, I'm gonna save those trees for like actual cutting down with the wood with the tree cutter for other uses that actually require logs, and the rest of these wood chips will get stored for when the price goes up again. You know, it's only when I drive across all the space I've cleared with a slower vehicle like this I realise just how much space I've cleared. It's interesting how that works, that you drive over it with a faster vehicle, it kind of doesn't seem so big. Interesting how that psychology works. These little mining stations on the map are pretty cool. I mean, I do miss the mines that we had in 2219, but yeah, these are cool. I almost got all these trees cut down. Which I can load those wood chips into the MAA. But I think what I'll also do is make a start on cutting down. Cutting down? Jesus, all I can do is trees. Blasting, as it were, these ground rocks. Oops, once I got rid of this stump. I mean, we'll keep this in the area because inevitably a load more is going to get, a load more trees are going to get cut down at some point, but this is probably enough for a bit. Yeah, so we'll park this up over here for now, I think. Cool. Don't think there's much left in this now. No. I'll shut up. And we'll drive this back and store these wood chips. Oh, so I've got the little thing here. Skid steer. I mean, I think the attachment that I've got on it only works with skid steers, because I'm guessing there isn't one for the. Well, there's probably a mod, isn't there, for wheel loaders / the telehandler tools, because using one of those would be, well, maybe more fun than using the skid steer all the time. But anyway, it's kind of cute in a way, so I don't mind it so much. But we've already done a couple of rocks around here, but we'll do this one next as it's closest. And this bit of land here I don't think I'm going to use for field, but it'll more be factories and other things. The main field will be over in that direction where the mower is. And Logan Denmark on YouTube, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Ah, thank you for that whisper, Viking. I'll have to what's it called? What's the word? Download that. That's it. Yeah, download that at some point. But yeah, cheers for the link for that. It seems like everything I want is on Trello somewhere. And I'm doing alright, Logan Denmark. Hope you are too. Just doing some farming here, clearing some rocks on the field on this bit of land before I start using it for something else. That's cool, Logan. What map are you playing on? Is it an in-game map, a modded one? As you can probably tell, this is a modded map that I'm on. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I played on, well, it was the map based on Millennial Farmer's Farm before, but that was back in FS19, I think, was when I played on that. I think I still have a VOD somewhere, or a clip of me playing on that map in multiplayer with someone, which was pretty cool. I've not seen that person for a few years, so I hope they're still around and kicking, as it were. Yeah, I don't mind multiplayer, Logan, with, you know, ideally just, playing with people that I know. But yeah, I'm not against a multiplayer session. Um, it's always fun. I used to say the game was generally more fun when you could play with other people, although with like the AI that you have now and auto drive and course play, it's not always entirely necessary, but it's still fun in some way or another. So yeah, I'm not against multiplayer. Yeah, as I say, Logan, if I get to know you and see you in a few streams and that, I'd be more than happy to. I'm just, as you can probably understand, a little bit reluctant to just play multiplayer with anyone who I don't know. So yeah, if you stick around and I see you in other streams and get to know you, I'd be happy to do a multiplayer session with you. I think that's enough rock picking for today. I am, I think, finish up stream there. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. I do appreciate it. Thanks again to Billy for the raid. Appreciate it as well. And yeah, just the support in general, like, yeah, appreciated. Yeah, if I say that one more time, I think something, you know, bad luck will come upon me, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody. I will be back again later in the week. I imagine Friday, thereabouts, unless anything else comes up or I do a stream earlier. But yeah, probably Friday. So yeah, thanks everybody, and until next time, bye for now. Let's switch to the ending scene. There we go. I will raid somebody on the Twitch, so yeah, stick around if you're on Twitch. I'll raid someone. But yeah, thanks everybody.